UN earmarks fund for people in need in Lebanon. The Lebanon Humanitarian Fund, or LHF, a flexible country-based fund established by the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, has allocated $16 million to extend the humanitarian response in the country. There are about 4 million people in need of help, including vulnerable Lebanese citizens and refugees from Syria and Palestine. 65% of the fund will be used to assist Lebanese people, and the other 35% will be allocated for migrants and Palestinian refugees. The donation will highlight important sectors, including education, food security, health, protection, shelter, water, sanitation, and hygiene. Since 2014, the LHF has received over $122 million from donors to support the most vulnerable people in Lebanon. Our gratitude, Lebanon Humanitarian Fund and donors, for your generous assistance to the most vulnerable people in Lebanon. In Allah's mercy, may all the underprivileged in the world be blessed with abundance as we realize there are enough resources if we switch to the compassionate vegan lifestyle.
Danish research shows patients who tested positive for COVID-19 are more at risk of developing neurodegenerative disorders. In a large-scale clinical study involving half of Denmark's population, scientists analyzed almost 1.5 million electronic health records. The study, published in the peer-reviewed journal Frontiers in Neurology, found that COVID-19 outpatients had increased risk of developing neurological disorders, 3.5 times greater for Alzheimer's, 2.6 times greater for Parkinson's, 2.7 times greater for ischemic stroke, and 4.8 times greater for intracerebral hemorrhage or bleeding in the brain. Past research has indicated that the risk of these diseases also increases with respiratory-related illnesses like influenza and community-acquired pneumonia. However, the risk for ischemic stroke, in particular, increased more with COVID-19 infection compared to other respiratory illnesses. Thank you, all researchers involved, for informing the public of the pandemic's invisible long-term effects on our health. In heaven's guidance, may policymakers act in unison to stop the spread of COVID-19 while humanity continues to leap to the health-giving vegan diet.
Robotic dog to be used for demining operations in Ukraine. The United States Army has agreed to provide one of their robotic dogs to Ukraine to help with the process of removing landmines and unexploded bombs. Halo Trust, a non-profit specializing in this kind of task, will operate the robot named Spot in an effort to protect humans from the dangerous task. The mechanical canine was produced by robotics company Boston Dynamics, and it can grip the unexploded munitions in its mouth and drag them to a location where they can be detonated safely. Way to go, United States Army, Halo Trust, and Boston Dynamics, for your actions to help protect the lives of the gentle Ukrainian people. In celestial benediction, may Ukraine soon be rebuilt with the help and protection of the world's nations.
Thanks to a volunteer network of women in India, rural villages now have water reserves for drinking and irrigation. Jal Saheli, or Friends of Water, founded in 2005 to revive water collecting structures across Bundelkhand and in central India, built a water dam in the village of Chandrapur 5 years ago. A 2-acre pond was converted into a water reservoir and a dam built across it in the direction of the water flow. The system enabled rainwater collection as well as the replenishment of underground reservoirs and nearby wells. Its success led to the group constructing similar systems in over 300 villages and now consists of about 1,000 women participants. Big applause, all volunteers involved in Jal Sahelis, for your dedication to supply villages with precious water. May God continue to bless kind-hearted individuals like yourselves with creative ideas to help beings in both the human and animal kingdom.
father is saved from drowning by his twin sons and their friend. Brad Hisig from Alabama, United States, was swimming in the family pool with his 10-year-old sons, Bryden and Christian, and their friend Sam, when he became unconscious. Noticing that Brad had slumped on his side, the three boys quickly jumped in the water and, grabbing Brad's shoulders, dragged him to the steps of the pool. Bryden then started to perform cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR, while Christian ran to get help. Bryden's CPR brought his father back to responsiveness before he was rushed to the hospital. When Brad was released from the hospital the next day, his smart and heroic boys just couldn't get enough hugs from their grateful dad, who said the remarkable rescue was confirmation that God is always with you. Excellent job, Bryden and Christian, for your quick actions to save your dear father's life with help from Sam. We hope your family has many happy and safe years together in heaven's tenderness.
Australian startup sees demand increase dramatically for its vegan organic baby formula. Sprout Organic has recently started offering its award-winning product on Amazon to make it more easily available as the US faces a shortage of infant baby formula. Made from pea and rice protein, it was named Best Children's Product at the World Food Innovation Awards and is now increasingly purchased online by parents who want nutritionally balanced, convenient, and ethical foods. Demand for vegan baby food is rising rapidly. For example, US-based vegan brand Yumi received $67 million in a 2021 funding round. The company provides baby and toddler nutritionist-approved foods on a weekly basis. In addition, US vegan brand Tiny Organics has recently expanded its offerings for youngsters from 4 months up. Bravo Sprout Organic on your successful and much appreciated vegan infant formula and other brands for providing vegan organic food to beautiful infants. May babies everywhere have the best start in loving surroundings, in the grace of the Providence.
Adorable baby bear cared for in Turkey. When little bear cub Hakan was observed to be wandering alone near the Turkish border with Iraq, Turkish rescue workers swiftly brought the malnourished and exhausted cub to a rescue center in Hakkari, in the southeastern part of the country for immediate treatment. They fed Hakan a nutritious liquid with medicine every 3 hours and watched him under close supervision. The workers also searched over 4 days for his mother. However, she was not found. With love, Hakan soon regained his health as he enjoyed walks with his human friends. Now on solid food, gentle Hakan will be heading to a sanctuary shelter in Bursa in northwest Turkey to enjoy his life with other bear folk. Our sincere thanks, wildlife rescuers who helped precious Hakan, and wishing him a joyful and safe future. May we gratefully protect our beloved animal people siblings in God's wisdom.